Welcome to the Musa Video Blog. I mentioned a bunch of weeks ago that would be this lockdown, quarantine with the corona gave me an opportunity to look through a lot of my old notes. So I was continuing in that, and I saw one of the notes from a number of years ago from one of my teachers in the Musar Yeshiva back in France. And he was commenting how, from his assessment, he said the United States, and probably North America, not just the United States, but North America compared to France, very much into the materialism. France is a little bit, but they're into other stuff. But he said, United States, money, materialism, that's what they're into, you know, having all the physical pleasures and this kind of stuff, right? And I said to him that, you know, I know I live there and I don't notice it, it's so intense. So he said, you know what it's like? He says, you go down into the sewer. And as soon as you get down into the sewer, you say, whoa, this place stinks. And then you see the guys that work down there, and they're all doing their work, and to them, they're oblivious to it. He says they get so used to it, they don't know that it's there, but it's there. So he says, you know, you got so used to America and all of the stuff and all of the trimmings and all, you don't realize what's happening to you. Okay, I thought about it, and I guess he's right. I guess, you know, we are somewhat spoiled in North America with all kinds of luxuries and all kinds of things that we never had in the past. I mean, the world never had it as good as we have it here in North America. Now, so what's the difference? I mean, what, so I shouldn't avail myself of this stuff? No, probably it's okay. It's okay. A lot of stuff we can avail ourselves. I think really the key is, where's our heart? Like, where are our values? What's really important to us? You know, that famous question, do you live to eat or eat to live? Is your life about eating, or eating is just a way of enabling you to live? Because living is important, because I have things I can accomplish, because I have a noble striving, and I need food to eat in order to keep me going. And the interesting thing is, if you eat that food that's in front of you, whether you live to eat or eat to live, it tastes the same. So it's really all about attitude. So what's the difference? It's a very simple, practical difference. Someone who's into eating, and eating is just one example. There are many other things that you could be into, having a nice this, or having a nice that, or being fancy about that, or really luxurious that, or whatever it is. And eating is just one manifestation of that whole phenomena. But if you're into eating, if you live to eat, then when you're expecting a certain food and it doesn't work out, it doesn't taste as good as it's supposed to taste, or whatever, you know, it got a little bit too overdone or something like that, you're really upset. But if you eat to live, well, you're going to eat the same food, but if it doesn't work out so well, okay, I mean, I'm not here to eat. Eating is a means. I appreciate good food, and I definitely savor delicious food, but if it doesn't work out, that's not where my values are. That's not what's important to me in life. I remember a bunch of years ago, I was at a wedding, and the food wasn't so great. But I was like, everyone's busy talking about, ooh, the food this, the food that. That's all they were talking about, is the food. And I'm thinking to myself, wait. I came here to celebrate a wedding. There's two people getting married. And I'm here to celebrate that and to make them happy and to share their joy and to express blessings to them and all kinds of wonderful things. And like, it's a great occasion. And of course, yeah, the food is part of it and it enhances it, and unfortunately wasn't up to par. Okay, so it wasn't up to par, but don't forget why you're here. And I remember how it really bothered me that, like, the heck with the food. It is what it is. I mean, definitely from a monetary point of view, from a litigation point of view, I think that the one who paid for the wedding has a right to go back to the caterer and to expect some compensation. But how much are you going to let it bother you? Are you going to, like, stick to what's important? So I think it's something that with Corona, where we've been in a state of somewhat deprivation, hopefully it enabled us to recognize that there are certain things that, you know what, I can live life without these things. I don't want to be dependent on this. I want to have my values straight. I want to have it prioritized, so what's really important is what really is important to me. And the things that are ultimately not so important, well, I'll have them, I'll do them, but if it doesn't work out, that's not what life is about. So, see you next time.